Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
There has been so much focus on the new involving Michigan State's football team this upcoming season, from a new coaching staff to 61 new players. But there is still a good amount of familiar names and faces you may recognize from last year, and that includes defensive end Khris Bogle, who is set to enter his third year at Michigan State. Our Tyler Driesinga sat down with him this week and has more on the winding road that led him to year 6 of playing college football and the person who has kept him pushing for excellence.
As a high school senior in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Khris Bogle was one of the top defensive end recruits in the country. He was a high school All-American, a Florida State champion, and Rivals.com ranked him as the #2 weak side defensive end in the nation, behind only a future top 5 NFL draft pick named Kayvon Thibodeau.
The recruiting process coming out of high school was crazy. Having Nick Saban fly into my high school to come see me, then commit to Alabama at the All-American game was a blessing. I want to thank Coach Saban for that also, still to this day.
Bogle never went to Alabama. After conversations with Florida head coach Dan Mullen and his staff, he flipped his commitment on signing day, electing to stay close to home and play for the Gators. Florida reached the Cotton Bowl and the Orange Bowl in Bogle's first 2 seasons. The Gators even reached the SEC championship his sophomore year, falling to Coach Saban in Alabama 52-46. But after Florida's record fell to 5-6 the next year, Dan Mullen and his staff were fired. Bogle entered the transfer portal that offseason and came to Michigan State.
And it's obviously a big step to move from the southern end of the U.S. all the way to the northern end. What were the hardest parts of that adjustment for you?
The first day I got here. It was snowing like crazy. I never seen snow until I got here, which was the first day, and ever since then it's been good. Even to get to see the different, like, fall, spring, winter, summer, it's all beautiful, like the different seasons and stuff, because coming from South Florida, like, it's just summer all year round, basically.
Bogle has had his share of memorable moments at MSU, but his time in East Lansing hasn't always been easy. He played in 4 games in 2022 before an injury caused him to take a red shirt. Last season was disappointing and turbulent for the entire program, and Bogle entered the transfer portal again afterward. But new defensive coordinator Joe Rossi convinced him to come back. Bogle has been impressed by Rossi's approach this fall.
He holds you accountable. Like, I never met a defensive coordinator that holds everybody on the same team accountable. Like, if you're late to something, you're late. Doesn't matter if you're a starter, walk on, you're late. And he holds everybody to a high standard, which I like.
They is one of many Spartans who senses a renewed buy-in under the new coaching staff and a greater commitment between teammates.
The new coaching staff, they came together and made us focus on getting to know our teammates better, like your first and last name, where you come from, how many siblings do you have, what's your why do you play the game, and who do you play it for, and things like that.
And what does that answer for you? What's your why?
What's my why? My why is my mom. Just watching her come from Jamaica at 15 years old, and she's just been working hard ever since to provide for me and my sister. I mean, not many parents can do that, come from Jamaica, come to the U.S., have a family, and she just instilled discipline and hard work, and every day is an opportunity to just get better in life, no matter if it's on the field or off the field.
From the very beginnings of his love of football, Bogle's mother, Octavia Bates, has been there. The game has taken him across the United States and to most of its iconic college stadiums. And as he gears up for one final ride at this level, she'll still be right alongside.
It's amazing. I don't look for her at the beginning of the game because I'm so locked in, but after the game I try to find her right after, give her a big hug and kiss and tell her I love her, and just keep coming to many more games and let's do this thing together.
Bogle says his mother has also emphasized the importance of schoolwork. He graduated in the spring and plans to pursue a second degree in criminal justice.